Almost every guy out there is wearing some sort of makeup.
Yes, believe it or not.
We all get zits, we all have dark circles, and why not? We want to look good too. So before you start doing any makeup application, just make sure you guys that you have done your skincare correctly, that you have done your serums, your moisturizer, sunblock, all of that. I have plenty of videos on my channel about the steps for skincare. And if you want more videos about skincare, let me know.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
So this in here is like a treatment. It's made with retinol, and I wanted to do this first before I do any primer, before I do anything, right after my moisturizer. It's like a stick, very easy, and you just rub it under the eye, and it's gonna make it super moist, and it's not tacky, and it's gonna actually help a lot with the creasing. You can tell it's very hydrating. I feel the camera is cutting my head for whatever reason. I'm gonna push it a little bit more. I think much better now, much better. Alright, so after you do that stick under your eye, you're gonna use a primer. Again, I'm not talking about any specific products, just you use whatever you wanna use as a brand. For the sake of mentioning a brand, this is by e.l.f. Very inexpensive and you can get them anywhere. Disclaimer, not sponsored, I just bought this last week. I like it because it's in a pump. It doesn't take any time. You don't need any brushes to apply it. One pump of a primer, and the primer is gonna hold that foundation in place. Moving quickly, so now going to the foundation part of it. Once again, you just use whatever brand that you want. I think I put a little bit too much on that one. Definitely less is more. And the right trick is to blend as much as you can. So what I like to do is, especially in the mornings, everybody is rushing. So I'm gonna show you a very, very easy, quick application. Because I know you guys, you don't wanna do the work, you wanna look great, but you wanna spend half an hour doing makeup, right? You see, even with my fingers, not using applicators, nothing. You can use a brush if you want. You can use a brush like this. Spread it. If you have a liquid foundation that it is more like a medium coverage, you don't have to use a brush, because with the fingers it is clearly enough. You can also use a sponge to kind of like press it in and blend a little. Think about you're applying and then taking it away in a sense. That's what's gonna be the trick to make it look more natural. Now we're gonna go for a concealer. I just bought this the other day and I'm obsessed with it. It's by Charlotte Tilbury. It is expensive as hell. Very, very pricey. I think it's a little bit more than any traditional guy will pay for concealer. Because I think she did this with her hyaluronic acid or something. I don't know what the hell she put on this, but it is so good, and it's a 16-hour wear. I'm gonna be using a concealer brush. I wanna go in the corner of my eye there, and the brush helps. Just go in the corner of the eye and spread. And if I have just a little bit left of that concealer, I'm going here by my nasal folds. The same product, I'm not grabbing anything more. I'm going under my brow a little bit, right on top, and now I'm gonna spread and pat. It doesn't look cakey, and it looks so beautiful. You can look great and does not take that long. Okay, now this step in here, it is for powder. Lately, I'm not using a lot of powder. I've been using retinol products on my skin, and my skin has been a little bit dry. So think about powders are gonna be mostly, are gonna be absorbing that oil on your skin. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna grab a fat brush like this, spread just a little. Again, my skin usually is oily. It's just this past week I've been using retinol treatments and it's been a little bit on the drier side. So I'm using a bronzer. This is just an old bronzer from Estee Lauder, from a kit, from the holidays. You can use whatever you want to use. So I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to spread all over the face. The idea is when you use a fat brush, they call it kabuki brush. You go in circular motions, circle, circle, buff, buff, buff. By buffing your skin, everything is going to look way more natural. Don't forget to spread it under your neck so it looks even more natural. So you don't want to have any streaks or any visible lines. And by all means, girls, if you're watching this video, you can do this too for the girls that they want to look very natural and don't want to use a lot of makeup. You can do this technique as well. And it's not really a technique, it's more like a refresher. And it's kind of like good to see other people apply makeup, just to kind of, maybe you might get a thing or two from the way I'm doing this. So the day that I don't do anything on my skin, or I don't get dressed properly, I get a little down.
It's 100% true.
If you want to elevate it just a tad more, we are gonna do is select a smaller brush. This one is a little bit more angled because I'm gonna do a basic contouring. For contouring, you guys, don't get scared. You start by your ear and you go down like this, like a line here, and then the line where it started, you're gonna go up. Think about a V like this, and you go a few times back and forth. You reapply until you get that desired effect. If you want to look more natural, guess what? You're gonna buff a little bit more on the same spot so it doesn't look too much. The idea is, yeah, the makeup is there, you don't see it as much, and that's the idea. You don't want to see like, whoa, that guy's having a lot of contouring, right? I wish my nose would be a little bit thinner, and this is totally optional, you guys. With the same bronzer, I'm using a very, very tiny brush. It's kind of like an eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna do is a line on each side like this to make my nose just a little, you know, not as fat. You see, that's all you do. Just 2 lines on each side of the nose, and there's different techniques on how you can contour a nose. This is just the very baby steps, very basic for people that don't have much time. That's it. If you have a highlighter, just press a little bit of the highlighter right on the bone of your nose like this. Just a tad. If you're oily, don't go crazy with highlighting because then it will be a little too much. I suggest to get a blush. Don't get scared. If you apply just a little, the right amount of blush, like a little pink in your skin, it's gonna look even more natural and it's gonna look like youthful. This is from e.l.f. again, very, very cheap. You can get it in Walmart. I have never seen a primer blush before and in the matte finish. I love this one because it's so natural. So I use a small brush to go over where I did the bronzer. So it's like I'm doing another V again. Now, every face is a little different. This is something that I like to do is, especially when I'm tired, my face can get a little hollow, and again, pink is more youthful and kind of feels a little of that space. So in here, I feel that I could use a little more blush, and I'm gonna put more close to my nose and almost under my eye. What it's gonna do is it's gonna give the illusion that I have extra skin in there and more plump. And that can happen sometimes if you don't have a good sleep, you feel like a little drag down. Just get that blush and just put a little bit very close to your nose and under your eye with that little pink color, and it's gonna create like a second skin per se, because skin usually has a little bit of pink in it. Buff again with whatever residue of the product that you have, kind of makes everything blend very, very pretty and super natural. Now I'm known to be a little bit of extra sometimes, so this is a stick blush. This is just to give me a little bit more of a glow. So if you guys are not afraid to put a little glow and have a little fun, this stick is so good, and it's gonna give you a beautiful sheen, and it's gonna be very youthful and pretty. Again, totally optional. A little bit of eyeliner, guyliner. The trick is you're gonna lift your lid like this, and I'm gonna do it under your lashes on the upper lid, not under, on the upper one, because it's not gonna really show as much, but it's gonna create the effect that your lashes are a little bit fuller, and it's gonna make your eyes pop a little. Especially if your eyes are blue or green or hazel, it's gonna make them a little bit more prettier for whatever reason. Just doing that little tip, and it's gonna create like that little ooh la la effect. Especially if you're going on a first date. The brows kind of shape your face, and it makes a huge difference. So I like to kind of gently use a gel brow wax. I don't even know what is the proper term on this one. It's like a brown pomade, and it has just like a little color. This is the type of brush that you should be using, something angled and super flat, and you just barely, I'm touching the product, and I'm going over my own brow to make it a little bit darker. That's all I'm doing. Now, if I made a mistake and I made my brows too thin, you can actually do a line under your brow like this, just a line under, and then you spread it going up from bottom up like this. That's it. You see, it's gonna give that little fullness to the eyebrow. So I got this from Just for Men, and it is like almost like a mascara wand, and it's very easy to retouch your beard, especially if you don't have time to color your beard and going on a date and you're like rushing, or if you're going somewhere important for a meeting and you do not want to see your gray hair. This is a must-have product, and it lasts all day and it will not come out until you wash your face. This will make my beard look a little more full and a little bit more sexy. And the residue, I can go over my brow again to kind of like seal it up and give that extra drama in there. This is a must-have, you guys. I guarantee you it is pricier now. It's about $13. It was like $8 and now it's over $13 all of a sudden. Go figure. My lips are chapped. If your lips are chapped, you know how bad that is. So I use this product with sugar to kind of exfoliate the lip. It has no color, but it makes your lips moist. I'm a little extra, so I'm using some oil with a little bit of color because I like my lips to look a little bit pink. This is the gay coming out of me right now. But it's not too much, you guys. A little lip color, like a baby pink, just a little bit. It's sexy. And I guarantee you, when you start doing these steps every day, it's gonna help your self-esteem a lot. You're gonna feel happier. People are gonna be noticing you. You're gonna make more money. That's all why fashion and beauty, it is all so important in our daily lives. So make sure that elevates you to the next level, right? And then you use these products for your own benefit. Never allow the products to use you. Don't never allow social media to dictate how you should look, how you should dress, any of that. I'm doing this not to tell you what to do. I'm sharing this just to kind of inspire you to maybe learn a few things, right? And there's hundreds of videos about this, so I am not claiming that I am a guru in this in any way, but there's a lot of guys out there that they're just like me, gay Latinos, and they might have a little self-esteem issues. They don't know where to go, they don't have no one to connect with. So hopefully I'm your guy. If you have questions about anything that I can help you, just send me a message and I'll be more than happy to share some product information or whatever you need. Alright, you guys, so hopefully you like this video. If you like it, you know what to do. Hit the like button right there below. If you have not subscribed, needless to say, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel so we can keep connecting and you can keep actually watching more videos like this one. And again, it supports me, supports the channel quite a bit more. So yeah, comments are very important. Share the video, that's also great as well. And I'll be here for you guys for anything that you need. Alright, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, and I will see you next time here on my channel. Mwah! Spread love and do not hate. Alright, you guys, take care now.